welcome back everybody. I'm gonna do an update here. Welcome to the new layout. Just an updated version of the old. I'll do a quick overview here. There's a lot of work going on. Yeah, I haven't done a video in a while, so just bear with me. A little bit of a mess then coming down through here. So I'll start off with some new here's the kids playing with the barn. I'll start off with some new locomotives and rolling stock. So I've got several different locomotives here. I went ahead and I found a really cool set actually that I've been looking at in the 2006 volume 1 catalog from MTH. It's this SD70 Ace and these Husky Stat cars. I ended up getting this for like $580 for the whole set. It came with these 5 Husky Stat cars and containers and the locomotive. I couldn't pass it up. I've always wanted an SD70 and I finally got one. It is the 3-rail. Obviously I put KDs on it. I'm working on the pilots, so that'll come. Next up is this MTH Protosound 2 ES44. This is actually a 2-rail model. So it has the fixed pilots on it. Came factory with fixed pilots. I did go ahead and put 3-rail wheel sets in it. So that's pretty cool. I was able to get that. I think I got that end of last year. Again, for a really good price, like under $300. So, and then a couple things that I just got at a train show here the other weekend. I got another MTH Premier cattle car or stock car. So it has the opening doors. The kids really like hauling the animals around in these, so now I have 2. 3 if you count this Lionel one, but the door is a little bit small. So 3 of those. And then I've been working on just finishing some projects. So this I actually got last year at the train show. It is a K-line well car with 40-foot containers. It's a 40-foot well car. It's actually pretty nice. I went ahead and let's see if I can get these containers out so I can pick it up. There we go. So here is the well car. It is actually die-cast metal, so it's really heavy, just like these Atlas models. I'm working on 3D printing some shims. I was just playing around with it. So I got some spacers in there. Obviously I have a little work to do on this side yet. I ran out of KDs, so it only has 1. Got more of those on order. So anyways, that's a project that I'm hoping to finish up here in the next couple of weeks and get it put back together. And then the containers, they're pretty nice. The doors actually open on the ends. I don't know if I can show that right now or not. There they are. So pretty nice. They have a decking on the inside, so I'll have to weather them up a little bit, but all in all, they're pretty nice. And then they just have little pegs that kind of seat in there, so it's not going to go anywhere. And it has those little pegs that sitting there like that. There you go. So I've been working on that. And then I've also been working on this guy, the Union Pacific SD40-2. I went ahead and redid the front pilot on it so it can actually accommodate a plow. So anyways, this still needs a board. It's just a dummy unit right now. That's why it's behind the Wisconsin Southern. So I'm probably gonna send in that old PS2 5-volt board from this, and just have them send me a Pro Sound 3 board. Obviously, I'll have to pay for it, but they give you a bit of a discount if you send the old board in. So, anyways, that is about what I have. I know I did a video on that. That is my third rail, SD40-2. I might be ordering another one of those. They have I never pre-ordered the ones from the second run, but the second run just came out, so I might. They have a couple of 2-rail Wisconsin Southerns, which is what this is. So I might have to pick up one of those. And then I don't know if I ever showed this, but this is the Wisconsin Southern FP45, I believe. FP45. F45. One of those two. This is actually, I'm in the process of 3D modeling some pilots for this. So this currently just has the swinging pilots, but I'm hoping actually to be able to 3D print some pilots for this. So it's taken some time, but I'm working on that. I need to get a new laptop or a new computer. The other one just bit the dust, so project's kind of on hold. But this is a really cool model. I had a guy send the fuel tank. He 3D printed this fuel tank, and it just slides over the existing one because the existing one was really small. So it's actually really good. The fuel tank it's a really good 3D print. He sent me 2 of them to kind of review, so I do need to get a video out on that sometime soon, because that's been, I think, over a year now. It's amazing how time gets away from you. But super cool model. That is Pro Sound 3. Runs really nice. It is a Rail King. It's a Rail King scale, so it doesn't have many of the separately applied details. But like the windshield wipers are molded in, but I can fix all that. It does have some separately applied grab irons and such. But I think the biggest thing is, one of the biggest things was the fuel tank, which is taken care of, which I greatly appreciate. And then just fixing the pilots on it, I think is going to do this wonders. Again, I can kind of live with some of the molded in details. When you're running it, you really don't notice it anyways. So I'll weather it up a little bit, and yeah, once the new computer comes in, we can finish that one up. And then I think the only other thing that I've done, well, you can tell the layout looks a little different. I think the last video that I had still had the old track plan. So this switch actually used to be over here, and that siding was really short. So what I ended up doing was I left that switch, and now it can accommodate this full stack train that I have going here now, minus this new car that I just added. So I wish I had more room, but this is about the max amount of room in the basement. Unfortunately, I need to buy a bigger basement now. So anyways, so yeah, I took this switch and I moved it down here to the end. I left this one in place for the grain industry. So now I do have a passing siding that I can store a train and still run trains. And then I went ahead and I moved this switch down to here, and this actually might have been in place in the last video, but I didn't have any tracks off it. So I decided to extend the table out another, I think it's 18 inches. Makes it a little over 2 feet here now. I think it's 2'6". It's like 30 inches deep. And then I went ahead and I'm kind of working on fascia. So I think I'm pretty happy with this. I just got to go ahead and paint it. This is just 1/8 inch hardboard, and it works pretty good. I ripped it into like 5 or 6 inch rips, and you're able to just put it on there, and then I just use spray foam for the base. So you can see down here, I used spray foam for the base, and then I carved it to what I wanted it. Then I ran the jigsaw along here and cut this kind of shape in it, which I think turned out pretty good. And then I'm working on covering it with plaster cloth. So I actually just got more of this in too. I ran out, as you could probably tell. And then what kind of happens here is it peels up. So I gotta go back through and glue all this down so that it sits down nice. So it looks more like this here. You can see how nicely that sits down. And then eventually what I'll do is I'll wipe this down. It's still got a lot of dust on it. And I'll put a coat of paint across the entire piece of fascia and fill in these gaps in it. So I think it'll look pretty nice. It's definitely a lot better looking, I think, than this. Just a little more subtle. Makes it blend in a little bit better. So I will be redoing this side. I plan on redoing the mountain, redoing this side, and then finishing this area here with probably a little town. So, anyways, the next thing, and this might have been in, I decided to leave the black curtain for now, but I did build some shelves for the trains. So, actually, I can't remember, but I've sold a bunch of stuff, and I've gotten a bunch of new stuff, and I actually have a bunch of new stuff on order. So I was actually able to pick up this car here at the train show just this past weekend. It's a Weaver, so it's pretty light. I got to add some weight to it, but it's actually the 4-bay hopper that I've been looking for. I've been looking for a bunch of these. So that's definitely cool. And I was able to get one of these. It had some lettering on it, but I didn't. The ones that I see around town here, they don't have any lettering on them. I've actually seen these ACFX markings on a couple of them. So I decided to leave that. I did wear some paint off, but I plan on pretty heavily weathering these when I get them. So I'm going to do a bunch of weathering to this, and it's going to turn out pretty cool. I'm going to leave this as 2-rail because I plan on doing a 2-rail style layout here soon. So anyways, that's about all that I have for new stuff. I have a lot of stuff ordered from Atlas. I have a ET44, so that should be coming hopefully at some point this year, and then a bunch of other rolling stock actually. I think just that locomotive is all that I have, and then there's like 8 or 10 different pieces of rolling stock that I have pre-ordered too. So that should be cool. Start building some trains. I think these couple locomotives will kind of pretty much stay permanently coupled. Starting to build some different trains here. So and then just finishing up a bunch of projects. So I'm gonna get that SD40 finished and put some scale couplers on the rest of these cars. 3D print some pilots. I've been really focusing on just taking care of some projects that I have already started instead of buying new projects. So yeah, anyways, that's all that I had. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.